3 things about the Royal Road you've never been told. The Royal Road wasn't just for kings and conquering armies. For every Darius who rode in gilded chariots, there were countless ordinary travelers, their lives shaped by its dusty path. We often forget the humbler footsteps that echoed across ancient Persia. Imagine a young man, perhaps named Arash, a simple weaver from Susa. His family's livelihood depends on dyes and threads sourced from distant markets. He's not a merchant prince, just a guy trying to make ends meet, carrying his small bundles. The year is around 480 BCE. Arash needs to reach Sardis, a journey of over 600 miles. This isn't a leisure trip. It's a necessity, fraught with peril and unexpected encounters. His world shrinks and expands with every mile. His journey begins not with grand fanfares, but with careful preparations. Dried figs, hard bread, a water skin, and a sturdy walking stick. Maybe a small pouch of coins, hard-earned from selling his family's textiles. The Royal Road, while meticulously maintained by the Achaemenids, wasn't always a smooth highway. Sections could be rocky, muddy, or swallowed by sand. It demanded resilience, a quiet determination from those who traversed it. Arash would likely travel with others, forming small caravans for safety. Perhaps a few farmers heading to market, or a craftsman seeking new opportunities. Solitude was dangerous on such long stretches. The legendary Royal Road had 111 post stations, strategically placed about 15 miles apart. These weren't just for royal messengers, they were vital waypoints for everyone. A place to rest, find water, and maybe even a simple meal. At a post station, Arash might barter a small piece of his family's weaving for fresh provisions. These exchanges weren't just transactions. They were moments of connection, glimpses into other lives along the vast network. Nights were spent under the vast Persian sky, perhaps huddled around a small fire. The constellations, the same ones we see, would have been his only reliable compass. The silence, broken only by wind and distant animal calls. The threat of bandits was ever present. Travelers like Arash, carrying even modest goods, were vulnerable. Vigilance was a constant companion, a heavy burden alongside his physical load. Yet the road also offered wonders. He would pass through diverse landscapes, fertile plains, arid deserts, towering mountains. Each turn revealing a new vista, a new challenge, a new memory. He'd encounter people speaking different dialects, wearing different clothes, worshipping different gods. The Royal Road was a melting pot, a living testament to the empire's vastness and its diverse peoples. Food would vary along the route, from simple barley cakes in one region to perhaps a more elaborate stew near a bustling city. Every meal was a small adventure, a taste of a new culture. Health was a constant concern. A twisted ankle, a sudden fever, or a bad bite could be catastrophic. There were no doctors waiting at every turn, only herbal remedies and the kindness of strangers. Arash might have heard whispers of news from across the empire, battles fought, new laws enacted, or even gossip about the great king himself. The road was a living news network, carried by foot and hoof. Reaching Sardis would be a monumental achievement. The bustling city, a hub of commerce and culture, would feel like a different world after weeks or months on the road. A sense of relief, certainly, but also exhaustion. He'd seek out the dye merchants, carefully negotiating prices, perhaps sharing stories of his journey. His experiences on the road would lend him a certain gravitas, a quiet wisdom. The return journey, though familiar, would still hold its own challenges. But he would be richer, not just in goods, but in experience. The world would feel larger, and he, a small part of its grand tapestry. This isn't a story of kings or empires, but of an ordinary man, his feet on the ground, his eyes on the horizon. His journey reminds us that history isn't just about the powerful. It's about the everyday struggles and triumphs that built our world. The Royal Road, in its quiet echo, tells us about the sheer human will to connect, to trade, to survive. It speaks of the countless Arashes who shaped the ancient world, one step at a time. Their stories, though often unwritten, are etched into the dust and stones of those ancient paths. They are the true foundations, the quiet builders of civilization. And perhaps, as we walk our own modern roads, we can still feel a faint resonance, a connection to those who walked before us, carrying their hopes and dreams across vast distances. What forgotten journey do you wish we could uncover next?